Why the fuck is there smoke? Holy crap! Hey! What the Jesus Christ, look at this. You have something burning on the stove. Look at this. LeVar? Carla. LeVar, Carla. What a bunch of crap. Look at this. These people are stupid. Look at this. And they are buying ice now. Dumbass.
Students, families, and staff, they may have to rely on old technology in order to get their questions answered. They may actually have to call on the phone.
That's always nice.
To the LA Unified District hotline. That
And what else is happening here?
For sensitive plants during this 15-day period. And then after a water ban is on top of usage restrictions that went into effect in June for residents and businesses across Southern California.
Why is it like this? See all the water shooting? Hey folks, how you doing? Welcome back. It's Charlie. It is, I was gonna say Monday. It is Tuesday, September 6th, 2022. It is about 8:15 in the morning. It's already about 77 degrees. You kind of see the horizon, the mountain range kind of getting a little smoked in. It was a fantastic couple of days off. It was all great and everything. Everybody's keeping a close eye on the fires and everything. It's kind of par for course, but everything is just more intensified or more sensationalized, should I say, about everything, and everything's focused on global warming. We don't have too much time left before extinction and all this other stuff. And as we all know and probably experience, hopefully not as much where you are, but out here, I guess in the big cities, and especially out here, it seems that a lot of our local information is kept locally, and hardly anybody ever knows what's going on in other parts. But waking up to the fires and everything is just, it sucks, It's already bad enough without having them to blame on a specific area where this is just the natural course of the planet. This is just the natural course of the environment. I feel, and from what I've seen and I remember in school, we are not even qualify as a fraction of the impact. This is just the way it is. And then there's the housing impact. I woke up to, I actually thought for a while there, I normally always smell Carla's smoking in the morning. She starts to actually smoke heavily when she hears my alarm go off, and I start to wake up. She makes it a little bit miserable. It's kind of funny. It's kind of routine. Makes it miserable and uncomfortable for me for about a half hour, an hour, and then she'll go back to sleep or whatever, or go about her regular business. But then she, I guess she was doing something in the kitchen and she forgot about it. And I thought actually that she probably fell asleep with a cigarette in her mouth and was probably on fire, because my room was getting smoky quick. And no, I haven't sealed my room yet. So I went out into the hallway, and this is what I saw. 559, 579, and 589. It's gone up a little bit. And it is warm. So I'm calling out. I didn't know if her son was home or not. It's hard to keep track, because sometimes, talk about creeping in, sometimes you know, I could barely hear him rapping on her window, and he's in the house, so just never know. Anyway, I'm calling out to him, calling out LeVar, Carla, and then I was knocking on my housemate's door. I think he was still asleep. But see, the thing is, she's been up all night doing whatever she's doing, gaming and doing her cursing and stuff like that. And it's like, fuck. Now, she only usually goes and passes back out when she's inebriated. This has happened on more than several, 5, 6, 7 occasions plus. The first time it happened was just coming in to the fall of the first lockdown, or the original lockdown, but initially shortly after it started. And it was Ricky that was, I guess, started a grease fire in the kitchen, and goes into her room. Mom, what? What's on fire? What's on fire? Well, put it out. I don't know how to put it out. Well, get that thing. Now what? It was the most funniest thing. It was like the Three Stooges, sans one. She's telling him what to do. He's standing. I don't know, but I could almost visualize it from everything that I was hearing. Probably with the fire extinguisher in his hand. Well, do what, you know? And I'm like, oh my goodness. This place is going to burn down. And that's always been my greatest fear when they moved in. And the multitudes of people that were coming into the house. It's like, holy crap. And I had even told Dion, I go, dude, I go at the worst, the way they get so fucked up, I'm afraid that they're gonna set the place on fire. And you know, they kind of did. The next morning, I had woken up, and the whole floor and the kitchen and stove and everything was covered in yellowy powder. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I'm like, oh man. So yeah, so that's. And then when I came, you know, I was leaving the house, she did come out eventually, and you know, I guess put the pot in the water and let it soak. But for almost an hour, she let the kitchen water in the pot run. That's one thing she's kind of like, that's par for course. She's always letting the water run on a lot of things. There was one time that Dion's knocking on my door, and I'm like, what? He's like, he doesn't say anything. He just like, so I follow him. I grab my phone. I follow him. Whenever he knocks on my door, I always grab my phone to make sure I'm recording, because it's something that he thinks that I had. Well, not only see, but you know, record. And I guess she was in the process of washing her dirty skivvies, and you know, the kitchen sink was plugged up to wash, and the soap was on the counter, and the water had. I go, oh crap! I walked in the kitchen. I go, how long? He goes, at least 30-40 minutes. The water was overflowing from the kitchen sink and all over. So we went back to our rooms, and I heard about maybe 10 minutes later, he came out and turned turn the sink off. He's like, it's not our job, but I can't stand seeing all that water waste. I go, I know. She's done that several times. Leave the water running, or two other times the sink is overflowing. Too many times, I think, to recall. But again, this is why I try to document everything. So, oh, good. At least it was quieter compared to the first and the second year. Or whatever. God, it seems like an eternity. Compared to the last holidays at this time last year, it was significantly much more quiet. I'll give her that. Her two kids and girlfriend came over, or his girlfriend came over for about a couple days. That was about it. So, a little bit of credit, but not all that much.